I just wanted to update on the pound Aussie that I've been looking at. First of all, on the 3-minute chart, we've had some nice volume come in here. It's not a nice smooth run higher. It's still very choppy. There's buying going into there, but you know there's always it's falling back all the time. So as I said, it's certainly not as smooth a move as David's is on the Euro Aussie. Also as you can see here, the volume point of control is a dynamic indicator. It moves as soon as there is this is a build up of volume over time, and what it does, it then provides both the support and resistance. Now you saw that previously it was just slightly below, which was great, which is what I wanted to see, because once the price goes over it and above, it gives a nice platform of support for the move higher. I've got rising volume under these two candles here, but it's not as I said, it's a bit of a struggle, this one, and it's going to have to be you know, certainly, as I said, not as smooth as the move in the euro dollar. But part of the reason for that is because we've just had the London Open. There's always sort of whipsawing. Although it's 20 minutes since the start of the Open, it can take a little time for the whipsaw to die down. What I now want to see is the price move above that and provide, you know, as I said, this is a strong platform of support that we see here. If I go up to, and I've also had the trend monitor turn blue as well on I've got the 30-minute here. The 30 minutes is quite interesting because it actually gives me a sense of where, not just a sense, where this pair is likely to go. And we can see here there's not an awful lot of resistance in terms of price base. We have these lines here, but they're all hatched. Then they're not like when you get nice big thick lines, you know that that is much stronger than this line here. We have a very similar indicator on the MT4, MT5 platform, where you have hatched lines and then you just have a solid line. Whereas on NinjaTrader, these lines here, they actually get thicker and thicker, and the thicker they are, the stronger they are in terms of support and support or resistance. We've actually had we had a sort of 2-bar reversal here. Reasonable amount of volume under that one. The volume is almost as high as this one, but it's quite encouraging because it's an anomaly. If that was you know, if that was selling, that candle would have been much bigger and closed down. It didn't. It's sort of a kind of not of a doji, but it's wicks to the top and the bottom, which tells me this move is moving higher, but it's labored. It's, as I said, it's going to take its time if it is going to develop into something that is smooth. It's not smooth. We can, in the program, we explain that price moves sideways. It moves up, down, and sideways. But it's not. But you can have a congestion phase with a lot of volatility. You can have a trend with a lot of volatility. They just make taking the you know, sitting in these moves. As I say, use the word anxious. That's not the right word. When there's a lot of whipsaw, if whipsaw price action makes you feel uncomfortable, then don't attempt to take these types of trades. Look for trades that are smoother, where there's less volatility, and you'll know there's less volatility because A, you won't have the volatility indicator trigger, and you don't have these types of candles as we can see here. This is the move higher. It'll come back and retest wicks, tops and bottom. It will get there, but as I said, it certainly won't be an even and smooth price action. And way to look at it, we can see here, this is a nice example of it. You've got higher lows, you've got sort of higher highs, but as you can see here, it's not like this. That's what every trader likes to see this. Every trader likes to see, you know, perhaps you get a little pullback occasionally, but it's you know, nice regimented candles on the renko. This This is a bit, it's a bit like flying a plane and you're flying through a bit of turbulence, basically. You're going to get to your destination, but it's going to shake you about a bit. But if you understand that, if you understand what you're looking at and you understand what you're seeing, and you've got the volume to confirm that, you know, this move is going to go high, you can sit in it and you can be comfortable. And the last thing I'm going to say is about what you can control. And as I said earlier about the situation we will find ourselves in. As a trader, there's actually very little you can control once you're in a trade. You have to just sit and watch what the market delivers. And in this trade at the moment, as I said, it's turbulent. It's like sitting in sort of a plane. You're going to get to your destination, but it's going to shake you about a bit. It's not like, you know, sailing, flying through a nice clear blue sky. As a trader, while this is going on, we can just sit here, monitor it, look at the volume, look at the price action, and, you know, absorb it. And basically, one of the three things that we can control our position size, we control our entries, and we control our exits. And that's pretty much all we control as a trader. That's all I want to say. So I'll pass back to David, and I'm going to keep a watch on my somewhat turbulent pound Aussie trade.